Hi, I'm Katie Turner from Walton Communications. Today I'm joined by Gemma Morland from EMG Solicitors. Gemma, welcome. Could you please give me a bit of background about your title and role at EMG, please, and how long you've been there?
Yeah, hi Katie, I hope you're well. Yes, so I'm Gemma Morland. I am a solicitor and I'm the head of the Quarter Protection team here at EMG. My colleague Emma and myself set up the business in 2014, after kind of deciding to go off and do our own thing. The Quarter Protection team was very much the only department that we had within the business initially, and since then it's grown and we're kind of now providing lots of different practice areas across the business. But yeah, so I lead the team and we primarily focus on quarter protection, deputyship work and personal injury trusts. And I've been with the business since the beginning and it's growing steadily around me.
Fantastic, thank you. Can you give me a bit of background, please, on the quarter protection?
Yeah, so typically, although there's never one size fits all, but typically Emma and I might be approached by a personal injury solicitor who's running a claim on a client's behalf, usually due to them suffering some sort of catastrophic injury, including head injury, where there's a capacity issue that's involved. And we'll either be asked to potentially act as that person's professional deputy or their professional trustee. And the deputyship will either be because we are running their affairs on their behalf because they lack capacity, or we will be acting as trustee and basically being a sense check to act alongside the person or someone of their choosing where they don't feel comfortable running their own affairs, especially where substantial damages are involved. And we're appointed by the Court of Protection and we run things in accordance with their code of conduct and expectations.
Okay, and what exactly does being a professional deputy involve?
I mean, basically it means being the person for all intents and purposes when it comes to managing their money and other financial affairs. So we make decisions about buying houses and opening bank accounts and setting budgets, doing financial investments. Literally we are involved in the most bizarre and wonderful financial kind of decisions, and also involved in the really normal and obvious ones. But yes, we're just basically involved in looking after the money, making the money work for our client in their best interests, and then dealing with any requests along the way.
Okay, and how long have you been a professional deputy and what type of clients do you work with typically?
So I've been a professional deputy for 8 years, although Emma's been a professional deputy for about 18. So between us, we do have a wealth of experience within the team. And the types of clients I would typically work with are those that have recovered a sizable damages award in a personal injury claim. But we also have clients who are just independently wealthy and who've gone on to develop some type of, vascular dementia or Alzheimer's or, something like a degenerative condition that affects their capacity. Or there may just be another explanation why they're no longer able to manage their finances and they need someone like me to do it for them and help them with it.
Understand. So what kind of value would you say you bring to your clients?
I think there's a huge amount of value in, providing our clients with real practical solutions to everyday problems. So the clients will often have a difficulty because they've had a massive bump to the head. There are cognitive issues there in terms of memory and processing of information and balancing various interests when making a decision. And so we're often there to basically be that person on their shoulder asking them, have you considered this? Have you thought of doing this? Could you do it in a different way? Are you aware that by doing that, you're going to be making this type of impact to your finances generally? And so I think it's just being that really sensible, practical person to help them guide them through that process when it comes to making decisions. And if there are clients who aren't able to do that at all, because some of my clients are profoundly disabled, then it's about making those decisions on their behalf in their best interests, considering all of the available information that we have, and providing it with a real personal service and a really good level of service as well, being really proactive and reactive to the client's needs.
Okay. And how would you say your clients described you and your team?
Normal. We're just a bunch of really normal people, who really do put our clients' best interests at the forefront of everything we do. And that's considering all sorts of different issues from affordability, proportionality, you know, and basically whether or not the client's going to really benefit from whatever it is that's going to be achieved by making that decision. But yeah, just a bunch of really normal people that they can have normal conversations with, who are really approachable and personable. That's what I hope anyway.
Yeah, fantastic. And what do you like about working at EMG?
So many, too many things to mention probably, but it is just a really lovely environment. We've got a mixture of challenging and not so challenging clients, and each of them bring, kind of lots of variety. And I think that's probably the thing I enjoy most about working within the firm, with all the different people that are here, but also the clients that we service. They're all just so different and unique, and I think I just like that we celebrate uniqueness, and it makes every day different. Yeah,
it sounds like a lovely environment to work in. You must be really proud of setting that up and getting that great team spirit.
It is an amazing team, and it's, and Emma and I just, look every day and kind of, pinch ourselves that we found just such a great bunch of people to work with, who really have and share the same drive and passion that we have for delivering service to our clients in the way that we expect it to be done. So yeah.
Brilliant. And do you do any pro bono work? And if so, for which organisations?
Yeah, so I I volunteer my time at the moment as a trustee for Headway Wearside, and that's a kind of local charitable group that help people who suffered a catastrophic head injury, or non-catastrophic in terms of acquired brain injury as well. And I also do a lot of work on the Committee for Copper North East, which is an organisation trying to deliver educational kind of events to professionals working within the court of protection arena. So it's been quiet this year, I'm not going to lie, but definitely something that we're normally quite active within, and just trying to increase the awareness of head injury and court of protection issues generally in the North East and across the UK.
Yep. Okay, fantastic. And finally, when you're not at EMG, what do you like to do outside of work?
I'm a mum, and so I like to spend time with my husband and my two boys. We kind of like to do lots of crafting and walking our dog and baking, lots of baking. Something I didn't do very much when the boys were younger, but now that they're getting older and they like to help, although that leads to lots of messy kitchen. The cleaning as well, probably. Yeah, just spending time with the family.
Great stuff, thank you. Is there anything else, Gemma, you'd like to mention about working, at EMG, or anything you'd like to talk about in terms of, your work with your clients?
Yeah, I think when Emma and I set the business up, we were in a really interesting place, which meant that we were kind of new and young amongst kind of our counterparts within the business, and we were able to set up as a paperless business, and so that gives us a really nice unique vantage point of being kind of remote working as possible. And so we've really kind of sailed through it's been difficult for everybody, but we've been able to get through the recent pandemic by having people working from home, which means that we're still contactable and we're still reactive to different requests. And we've also been able to try and keep in touch through remote means, so that the team still have that camaraderie that we kind of pride ourselves on. So yeah, I think that EMG is a wonderful place to work. It's a wonderful business to be a part of, and I'm just looking forward to seeing where we go next.
Excellent. Thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Katie.